Hey, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Projects with Chaz. How the freak am I gonna do that? Today I have a hole in a sprinkler line. We discovered it by the yard bubbling up with a geyser of water, so it looked like the Beverly Hillbillies bubbling crude in their backyard, except for I just have well water, so nice and rusty. I bought a bunch of parts. I'll show it to you in a minute, and we'll figure this out together, so stay tuned. All right, guys, this is the hole. It's the perimeter of my backyard, and I noticed that over here a bunch of dirt patches, like the sprinkler system wasn't putting out quite enough water, so I knew the pressure was low somewhere. And then when I discovered this bubbling mess, that's the reason why. So I have this flag stuck in the hole. I know it's hard to see, but I have a feeling when the guys that built our porch ran the downspouts out into the woods, they buried this downspout, they nicked this pipe with a shovel. And that's been like 3 years ago. I'm going to cut the pipe here, cut it here, and then I have a new section of pipe right here. Once you get the pipe out of the ground that you cut, just match it up to the new pipe and then cut it. And I do that with one of these little thingies. You can pick this up at the hardware store. Made in China. You just kind of open the blade up, and when you stick it on here, it kind of ratchets closed and cuts the pipe. So this is almost a must-have, unless you get in there with a little reciprocating saw or hacksaw or something. So get the pipe out of the ground, match it up to the new pipe, and cut it. You're going to need male to male. I know in today's political correct society, that's probably not the correct terminology, but male to male is what I'm calling it, because I don't know what else you would refer to this as. You're going to need that because it's going to go in the end of the hose, and then you're going to connect to the hose that's already in the ground. So you need 2 of those. Find that in your plumbing section at your hardware store. I was going to put another head in, but that's a little ambitious, so I'll put it back in my pile of sprinkler heads for another day. You're going to need 4 of these. You can tighten these with a nut driver. Mine is a 5/16 nut driver, or you can use a big manly screwdriver like this. You need some off so you don't get chewed up. You get the real deal. This prevents Zika and West Nile. You don't want to have any babies that have like a tennis ball size head, so no Zika here. Before you cut the pipe, make sure you have enough room to work. So I'm going to take this little trowel, try to dig out the pipe a little better. Any roots or anything, just snip those. I'm going to cut this pipe, just kind of get her in, and then start cranking on. You got to hear it click. Kind of hard to do this one hand while I'm trying to film, but hey, I do it for the people. There, click. Am I through? Yeah, I'm through. Boom. Okay, I just cut this other side. So I try to get this out of here. Boom. There's the hole. Okay, once you get your piece of pipe out, match this up. And all right, guys, I just realized a mistake. Imagine that. I bought 3/4 pipe when I actually need 1 inch. So I went and just bought a whole spool of it because I'm constantly replacing crap. Might as well just have some on hand. So I had to buy new male to male and some larger clamps. So what I'm going to do is cut the new pipe, and then I'm going to stick her in. Okay, so I talked to the guy at the hardware, and he recommended that I hit the end of the hose with either a blowtorch like this real gently or a hair dryer. And since I'm out in the yard, I don't want to run an extension cord for a hair dryer. I hit this end with the blowtorch without melting it, just warming it up, and I was able to slide that in there and just kind of pounded it in. I got the adapter on both ends along with a metal clamp Those are cinched up. Now I just gotta get down here in the hole and put this underneath, feed it underneath, and connect her up to these two pipes. Okay, I got the pipe wedged underneath this drainage pipe, and now I'm going to heat this up so that I can slide that male end in and then cinch it up. All right, so I got that side on. Now I'm trying to do this side. Now the pipe is the perfect length, because once it's screwed in, it's right where it needs to be. But it's getting it inserted into it is the tricky part. So I'm going to heat this up, and maybe it'll flex a little bit, so when I push down, I can just get it to go in. All right, that didn't work because all I did was kind of melt the lip. So I'm going to cut about 1/4 inch off. So the pipe won't come all the way to this pipe, but it'll be on enough to where the clamp should keep it from blasting off. Okay, I got that side on, and this side I had to cut a little piece off, which was that, because I couldn't bend this to get it onto this male-to-male adapter. So there's about that much sticking into the pipe, and then it's cinched with this. So I'm going to turn on the sprinkler, see if any water leaks out of either side. If you're a sprinkler professional and you have a tip on how to connect these two without having such a big gap, I'm all ears. Leave a comment. All right, kids, sprinkler's on. Oh, looks like I got a leak. Back to the drawing board. Maybe as simple as tightening those, so let me try it again. All right, I got a buddy helping me. This was a colossal cluster, so I'm redoing it and making the pipe a little longer. All right, boys and girls, we cut a new piece of pipe, cinching it up now. And we're going to fire it up again, see if we have the same leak.
Yeah, it is. Grab a crescent wrench so we can get more torque out.
Alright, put a third clamp on, going to heat it up and torque it down. There's just a slight leak coming out of there. Alright, I got sprinkler action. You can see where the lawn's been dead from low water pressure over the years. We got 3 clamps on here. Seems to be holding both sides. And we got a worm for fishing. Nice. Thanks, Steve. All right, kids, another successful project. Oh, don't get hit by the sprinkler. We dug a big fat hole, located the problem, cut some pipe, replaced the pipe. Now the sprinkler system works. I bought some materials, didn't need all this, but of course I'll probably use it in a further day, some other day. But like all good projects, I usually crack a beer, but I'm gonna crack this Arnold Palmer because I got shit to do and I can't be all buzzed up. So if you like this project, please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time.